Hi guys, so today I'm going to do an everyday makeup look for you. This is just a soft look, but it is a full face of makeup. If you would like to see another video with very minimal steps, very minimal products, just to kind of throw on to make you look not so tired and dead before you go to the grocery store, let me know and I can film that for you. But this is what I like to wear if I am going out and I do want a full face of makeup, but I just still want to look soft and pretty. So this is a full face of makeup, but it is using all drugstore products, so they're easy to get your hands on and they're cheap. But I do highly recommend all of these products. Just remember that there is no wrong way to do makeup. So if you want to take out steps, if you want to add steps, feel free. There's no wrong way, and some people will not want to do every single step that I did, but with practice and with doing your makeup every single day, it will get easier for you. This only takes me about 15 minutes to do in the morning if I'm not distracted by my daughter, my dog. If I don't have to do my hair, it takes me about 15 minutes to throw on this whole face of makeup, including false lashes. So just remember that everything comes with practice, and you can only get better with makeup as you do it. So let's just get right into the video. Okay, so we're just going to start off with this NYX Angel Veil Primer. I'm just going to take a pea-sized amount and kind of dot it all over my face. And then rub it in. This is an oil-free primer, and it just helps smooth out the skin, and it's going to let the foundation lay really nicely on your skin, and it's going to help it last longer throughout the day. Then we're going to go in with this Maybelline SUPERSTAY foundation. I'm just going to take 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take just a flat top brush. I just think this is faster than a beauty blender when I'm doing my makeup every day. And you just kind of want to start stamping it on your skin. And you want to make sure you go all the way to your ear and all the way down your neck so you don't have any lines. You can use a beauty sponge if you would like. I just prefer a brush because it keeps the coverage, and I think it's just faster. I'm just going to use this Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. It just kind of twists up like this, and it does have goji berry, so it is supposed to be good and have good things for your eyes, under eyes, but it's just very full coverage. It's a really good drugstore concealer. And you just want to cover up your bags under your eyes to make you look more awake. And then I need a little bit more coverage on my forehead, so I'm going to put a little bit there, go down the center of my nose, put a little on my cupid's bow, and I just put a little bit right here because I look very dark on the corners of my mouth, so I'm just going to brighten that up a little bit. And then I'm just going to take this Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I'm going to start to pat that in. Next, you want to set your concealer, and I'm going to use this Rimmel Insta Matte and Fix. This is just like a newer version of the Stay Matte, and it's translucent. And I'm just going to take this e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm going to really load up my brush with product. And then you want to check underneath your eyes to make sure there's no creasing, and if there is, just go ahead and pat it out with your beauty sponge. And then you want to take your brush and just really set the concealer in so it doesn't crease throughout the day. There. And just put a light layer of this all over your face, and it'll just help set your foundation down and not let it move throughout the day. Next, I'm going to take some bronzer, so I'm going to take this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. If you have a deeper skin tone, this might be too light for you, but I really like it. It's very buttery, and I'm just going to take it on this big Morphe brush, and it's just big and it's kind of tapered. I'm going to load my brush up, and then just start right back by the hollows of your cheekbones, and just bring it down a little bit towards like the middle of your cheek and work it upwards. You never want to blend down with bronzer, you always want to blend up. And then for every day, I don't really do a nose contour. I just take the same brush and I smush it down like that, and I just go on the side of my nose to add some dimension back. going to go ahead and move on to eyes really quickly. So what I'm going to take is this NYX Lingerie palette. These are really good eyeshadows from the drugstore. I'm just going to take this big Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to take this light shade right here, and I'm going to put that all over my eyelid, all the way up to my brow bone, to just make sure my concealer is really mattified and powdered down, because this will just make the eyeshadows go on a lot smoother and blend out easily. Then I'm going to take this Morphe brush. It's just kind of the same brush as I used before, just a little bit smaller. And I'm going to dip into this purple shade and this pink shade. And I'm going to put this right on my eyelid. But I'm going to bring it right up to my crease. And then as I work my way up to my crease, I'm just going to turn my brush a little bit and blend that right into my crease. This will just add some dimension back into your eyes and just make your eyes look lively again. This is a very simple eyeshadow that I do for every day. It's just enough to make your eyes pop and stand out. So you can see the difference between my two eyes. Just this one just stands out and looks very lively. Then if I'm feeling like it, since my eyes are blue, I think orange makes them stand out. So I'm just going to take this blending brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to barely dip into that orange. And I'm going to put that right in my crease to kind of make my crease stand out. This is totally optional. You don't have to do this either. This just helps add some dimension back into your eye and helps your crease really stand out. You just want to make sure that's blended really good. After I get those colors laid down, I'm just going to take this blending brush. It's just a fluffy brush and there's no product on it, and I'm just going to work my way around and blend it out very quickly, just to soften all the edges and make sure there's no harsh lines. This liner brush, it's just very small and tiny. And I'm going to dip into this really dark brown shade, and I'm just going to really load my brush up with that. And I'm just going to wing out just on the corner of my eye, just to add some dimension and make my lashes stand out. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with a coat of mascara. This is just the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I'm just going to put a coat of this on my lashes. Now, depending on my mood and how much time I have, I would just leave the mascara, but today I'm going to throw on just a pair of very natural looking false lashes. These are really easy for me to put on at this point because I have a lot of practice with it, so I understand this isn't for everybody, but to me it just really completes the look and takes it to another level no matter how much makeup you have on. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue these up, and I'm going to hop off camera and I will be right back with my lashes on. Okay, now that I got my lashes on, I'm just going to go right back to this eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to take that same brown, and I'm just going to tap it just a little bit with this very small blending brush, and I'm just going to put it right on the outer corner of my lower lid. And then you just want to go back to your original brush that you used for your purple and your pink, and you just want to dip right back into those. You can always take a little bit of orange if you did that too. You just want to take almost every color you used on your top lid and just put a little bit on your lower lid. Okay, now you just want to take some mascara and just add that to your lower lashes. Okay, we're moving right along. Now we're going to go to blush, and I'm just going to use this NYX blush. It's in Pink the Town. It's just a really nice blush. Any blushes from NYX are amazing. I love this color. It kind of almost looks peachy, but you always want to take blush on just like a angled fluffy brush, and I'm just going to dip into this and tap off the excess because these are really pigmented and you don't want to look like a clown. And you just want to start right above where you put your bronzer and work it back. Adding blush, I feel like, is a necessity because it adds some color back into your face and it just makes you look alive. Okay, if you notice a difference in the lighting, I forgot to have my ring light on this whole time. So the perfect time to turn it on is while I'm doing my highlight. So I'm going to take this Flower Beauty palette, And I'm just going to take this lightest champagne shade, and I'm going to put this right on the high points of my cheekbones. You don't want this to be in the center of your face. You want it to just be towards the outside, right on the high points of your face. And then I just take a little smudging brush like this, and I'm going to take the champagne shade and a little bit of the pink shade. And I'll put that right on the inner corners of my eyes to brighten that up. And then I'm going to put a little bit right on my brow bone and blend that out. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm just going to take this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in brown, and I'm going to comb my eyebrows up. And I'm just going to go through this really quickly because if I do a full glam makeup, I go into my brows a little bit more. So if you want a full eyebrow tutorial, I can do that. But for every day, I just align the bottom. And I bring my end out just a little bit. And then I align my top. And I make my arch stand out just a little bit more. And then you just want to mimic little hair strokes in the front. And then I color in the back, just because I have very thin brows. And I'm going to take this Maybelline Brow Precise. It's a fiber enhancing brow gel, and it comes on this weird brush, but it has little fibers in it, so it will just help build your brows up and make them look a little darker and make them look a little fuller. So if you have really nice brows and you don't want to fill them in or take the time, just brush some of this through them. It'll help your brows just look groomed in place, and it'll make them look like you did something to them. Now onto lips, I'm just going to take some NYX Butter Gloss. Any of the butter glosses are amazing. This is in the shade Tiramisu. And it's just kind of close to my natural lip color, so I'm just going to put a coat of this on. For every day, I like lip glosses because they're comfortable and they're not a huge commitment. And you can just throw them in your purse and reapply throughout the day. Okay, last but not least, you just want to spray your face down with some sort of setting spray. This is not technically from the drugstore, but it is affordable. It's from Morphe.com, and it is an aerosol setting spray, so it works very good. It's not gonna like hit you in the face and ruin your makeup, and you just want to put a coat of this on to help set your makeup in place. Okay guys, so that is the final look. I hope you like it, and if you do, just like this video and leave some comments down below of what you would like to see next. I think I'm going to do a contour video next week, so let me know if you want to see that, and I will go very in depth with that and give you guys all my tips and tricks to snatch your face. I want to thank you guys for watching. Just like this video if you like it, comment down below what else you would like to see, and I'll try to get those filmed for you. And thank you for watching. Bye.